Welcome back to Ace Combat 3 Electro Cheer. Today, we're going to do a cheer squad battle.
Oh, I thought you said electric chair for a second.
No. Alright, this is kind of an important cutscene, like many in this path.
Snip, snip.
Yeah, this guy, this is Park here, and he's sitting down. And remember, Neucom and General Resources are like kind of bad guys. So we're supposed to be impartial, but Park is like, ooh.
Park is the guy who ordered us to shoot down Fiona.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the evil Korean.
Yeah, right. The evil Korean.
Oh, and here's this guy.
I don't know whether north or south. Probably south.
It looks like he's wearing some sort of cult robe.
Called a red turtleneck.
He told him Damare. He said, shut up, stupid.
I mean, okay, yeah, I guess it is a turtleneck, but like that's what I saw at first glance. I guess he's like, I don't know, like I see this guy and the first thing I think of is actually Sele in Evangelion.
Yeah.
And how like Gendo's secretly conspiring with them.
Clarify some fumbles last time. UPEO stands for United Peace Enforcement Organization. Evan corrected me on. Yeah, real. And then it was actually Neucom that split off from General Resources, not vice versa.
And yeah, I found the former out when I was curious and decided to look up footage of the official English release of this game, where I found out that yes, the text on the menu that you can like where you can barely read the word mission, it's that illegible in that version too.
Oh, good.
However, here, anyway, but yeah, I think it's so funny that I found out what the acronym for UPEO is in the official English version of this game. But also, the other thing I wanted to mention was that, in that version, the briefings aren't even voice acted, it's all text.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how much they skimped out on the localization budget.
That's fucking lame.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Not good. This game is good.
You're so right.
This fan translation is good.
This is, yeah, it is.
What's this mission? Right. Fucking those. So in the last cutscene, the guy who was talking with Park, he's a part of General Resources, and he's like, we're supposed to be homies, you know? Like, we're supposed to be cool. Like, why, what do you know? Why'd you kill Delegate Clarkson? And he was like, and then, and then Park was like,
come on, man, we're homies.
Yeah, I'm just kind of stroking out because this is the mission where the audio was super fucked up the first time we played it.
No, we didn't get that on recording.
But, I know. I'm just saying this is the first mission where I was like, something's wrong with the audio.
Yeah, the PS1 had trouble reading the disc, and so, first thing we noticed is that instead of the plane noises, we were just hearing, and every time Gabe locked on, it did a very loud beeping sound. And we just turned the console off, turned it back on, and everything was back to normal.
The timeless solution.
I jokingly stated that when I blew something up, it sounded like something off like the fucking like Atari. It was like so like bit crushed and compressed.
All right, another thing that happened but in between parts is I found out that my microphone's gain was turned way up for some reason, so my audio was peaking this whole time, and I didn't know this until after the recording session.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be, my audio should be better this time around. In fact, I ran a test, and based on that test, I sounded on level with Gabe and Carrie, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whitney hadn't entered the call yet.
I'll be sure to talk as quietly as possible to fuck up your mixer.
Airborne troops are landing in the area. Intercept them at once.
One thing that, pisses me off, what just happened there, is when a mission update happens, your weapons are locked. So I was, going down to, basically blow up the antlion, ground strike vehicle, and then I just couldn't, so I had to like pull out of the dive, and I was like, this is stupid. But anyway, in the last cutscene is like the fucking whatever the nerd's name is, who's a part of fucking General Resources, like, it's fucking you're supposed to work with us, even though you're supposed to be, unbiased and like the neutral party. And then Park was like, oh, and then there was a little bit of lore where the guy was like, remember, Park, who got you that position? Who got you that job, huh? Fucking asshole. And then he hung up, and then Park was like, yeah, but like if I lose this job, then like I have nowhere else to go, which that mindset kind of ties into what happens later in this recording session. But yeah, he's a fuck off bastard. He's a stinky, stupid idiot. He's a fucking loser, man. He has 4 hair follicles. That's how ugly he is. Even though he has a full head of hair.
4 hair follicles now located in his ears.
Yeah. I didn't say where they were. He just doesn't have that many.
By the way, I wanted to mention some things about the official English release of this game. Firstly, Neucom is called Newark.
Okay.
Like Newark, but like it's just Newark.
Yeah.
And also
Newark, US.
The other thing is that instead of having multiple routes, it just has the route that we are currently on.
Yeah. Only UPEO.
Imagine, like, why that one route specifically, I guess?
I think just because it's the one like you start on is like the one. I don't know. It's.
You really think UPEO's keeping the peace?
Wah,
At this
wah.
rate, Sarf will become Park's personal thugs. I'm not Rena, and I don't want to believe that flying is my only dream. I don't want to die at another's whim.
So true, Eric. Eric kind of locks in here and like starts speaking those facts.
He becomes cool at this point in the story.
I warm up to him, yeah. Yeah, like as much as I was joking at Evan's place and I'm playing it, like how much I hate Eric. I do. I think he's just kind of like a little bit whiny in the beginning, like in the first half of this path. But like after Delegate Clarkson's death, then he kind of locks in and becomes.
Is he pretty much Starscream?
He's
no, because he doesn't betray me.
Oh yeah, I just think of whiny. That's the first character of anything that comes to my mind.
See, the thing is,
That's
when
a
I think
fair
Starscream, like,
original-
I don't really think like just simply like being whiny or like betraying. I specifically think betraying on a whim for the sake of personal gain.
Yeah. That's kind of like
Be
Judas.
Me. Megatron gets a cold. Now that Megatron has fallen, I am the leader of the Decepticons.
Starscream is Judas.
It is.
but no,
It is
Judas didn't do
hilarious
that.
how
He wasn't the
quickly
leader of anything.
he jumps to conclusions at Megatron falling. Actually, though, like
Yeah.
I feel like the jokes aren't computer enhance.
Dude, good thing they've got this super future dial-up internet, man. The Electrosphere is crazy. It's run by AOL.
I love, oh my god, it kind of reminds me, like, I love when stuff that takes place in, like, the far future still has, like, technology of the time. Like, I remember, I remember in particular, the Cowboy Bebop episode Brain Scratch, where like the guy where there's like the cults that are trying to like upload their brains into like the internet or whatever. At the very end of that episode, there's like a screenshot on the TV screen that the main guy has been speaking on this whole time. And it's got like all the like CRT like bits separated when it like zooms away, and it's like, buddy, this takes place in 2080. Those TVs are obsolete. But on the other hand, they did get VHS being outdated correct.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
God, that episode of Bebop is so funny to me because that was the episode that aired on Toonami the weekend after I finished watching Lane the first time. So it's like my brain was already kind of on those subjects, and here's Cowboy Bebop covering very similar subjects.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 You know, when I was a kid, I thought
Yeah.
Bebop was like a made-up word. And this
You
is like
thought what
before
was?
I was like super into music. Bebop
Oh.
was like a made-up word, and like I was because I was a fucking kid. I was like, I never.
And to be
heard. I
fair,
was
someone
like,
had to make it up.
Every
yeah.
word is made up.
Yeah.
It spawned in, actually.
Yeah.
Most words spawn in,
Yeah,
actually.
it just
We
came to
discovered
be. Yeah, but like this is before like I knew about music terms, so like bebop being like an actual type of style to do jazz.
Mm.
I hear you.
So as a kid, I was like, bebop, what a stupid word.
God.
Now
New
I'm like, yes,
headphones.
Herbie Hancock bebop stuff.
New headphones are the worst because until you break them in, they just kind of hurt your head.
They do hurt your
Yeah,
head
they
just like a little
squeege.
bit. You gotta wear them down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They squeege.
Oh, train simulator, bitch motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Train simulator, bitch. Watch the train go.
Today I
pull
learned
up
the
to the
origin of the
station.
phrase
Yeah.
goodbye.
I'm on time.
Goodbye.
You learned that
yeah,
today?
God be with you.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I learned that for the first time today.
I found that out a couple
I
months
feel like
ago.
that's a very Carrie fact to know.
It is, but I was surprised I didn't know that. But I was delighted to learn that.
I found that out fairly recently too. It was like a month or two ago. Is that train clipping through the mountain?
I think it's actually a
recently.
bunch of
Just
little dips that are just like not big enough to like,
You can
All
see
right.
the model going through the.
Yeah,
through
but
the
also
valley.
not so big that like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna make a shot through this because you'll probably miss.
Oh, 100%. 1.1 quintillion% true.
1.1 quintillion?
Yeah.
More
Dude,
like No. I
here-
want to make it go up because then it can be sextillion and that has sex in it.
That's true. Alright. We're gonna play a game.
Oh, are we now?
We are currently playing a game.
Yeah, Ace Combat
Wanna play
3
another one?
Electrosphere for the PlayStation.
Which number do you? I think I don't remember if I brought this up on the commentary before. Oh, wait, here we'll get past all this dialogue.
Yeah.
The
There's
dialogue.
Another thing that
Womp womp.
happened right here. Some cool stuff.
What a well-oiled operation.
An operating table.
They reached out to the group planning to split off from General to make Neucom. They even taught the art of business to those eggheads who only know how to play by the rules. But once those eggheads formally separated from General and became Neucom, they began to bury their dark past. You were sold out as the primary offender in the whole backstabbing of General.
That's General Park right there.
Why does this... Who are you? Revenge suits traitors well. Oh shit, how about it? Why don't you use the pawn you captured, join the revolution to crush the old regime? Who are you? Sorry, I mean, who are you?
That's General Park.
Just a man who once murdered by General.
Yeah, so that was Dijon on a FaceTime call with General Park. Giving just a quick little snippet about Neucom, General Resources, and how General Park was kind of seen as just kind of like scapegoated, but he's also like kind of an asshole, so like it makes sense.
Damn.
Whitney, we're gonna have a
General
thing to say?
Resources General Resources would be the ones to use Apple products. They were just saying on the news,
you're gonna have to wait one more
hostilities
time.
between the two enterprises are growing to threaten all of Usea. What's Park thinking? Forget UPEO. What's his plan when the nation fall apart? Regardless, I intend to see this all through. By the end, I'll know just who on Earth started this and why. At least for me, that may be the only meaning Sarf has left to stand for. Kara, if you remember, you played her.
I didn't realize she was talking. Our orders have been... it doesn't add up. I have the volume way down so I can hear you guys. Something big is coming, and soon. That man. Watch yourself around Commander Park.
That man.
As if the opening to this
Yeah.
game didn't make it clear enough.
All right,
him with the
now you
chess
get the-
pieces, and also just like the fact that like he
the
makes
evil
so
smirk.
many like his facial
Yeah.
expressions are evil.
Yeah,
Right?
he's very evil. He's very clearly evil.
It was so obvious, I almost thought he was a red herring. I mean, unless he is a red herring and y'all are just joshing me.
Or gaslighting you.
Yeah. What?
Actually, did you know the term was originally gas lamp?
You're so funny.
Huh. He could be a red herring.
Speak.
Anyway,
say
what
the
did you
thing.
want to say?
Okay, yeah. What? I want you to tell me which number you think is higher. The number of stars in the Milky Way, or the number of trees on Earth.
Trees on Earth.
Trees.
Trees.
Yeah. 30 times as many.
Oh,
I feel
whoa!
like
I
that's
didn't know
common
that
knowledge.
much.
Sending the
more than I
nanobite
thought it was going to
shit.
be.
Head to each point and fire the fuck. Eradicate
Oh,
virus.
yeah.
Are you
Okay,
shooting?
so this mission, I'm gonna show off kind of what happens. So
It's
look on the
touch
minimap
fuzzy,
at the
get
top left.
dizzy.
Are you on
Yeah,
Venus?
as you see in the no, where this
Wait,
is.
no, hang on.
Earth.
Venus
Let
is
me,
actually
or,
blue from
strange
this
reel.
surface, isn't it? That's
Harry,
why it looks
what
blue.
made you think we're
So-
on Venus?
My mistaken concept of color. We're on Mars.
Okay.
So let me give a quick little rundown. See on the top left of the mini map how there's like those bright green spots as opposed to the dark green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you can really barely
All right,
see.
those are areas that are bad. So
Bad
Neucom released these funky things called like these nanobites, and what they do is
Nanobites.
because of a pilot's neural link to their plane, and by extension the coffin system.
Neuralink?
Uh,
Elon Musk?
yeah.
Sorry,
If
sorry.
those nanobites infect you to the point where you're at like 100% capacity, you like mega die and your plane crashes. So those things, because they're like super tiny and you can't shoot them with guns or missiles because they're super tiny, you shoot these like antivirus bombs at them and they
Okay.
blow up and they don't become a problem anymore.
This is some.
That's what the CDC should have done in 2020.
Yeah, exactly. Just loaded fighter planes up with bombs carrying,
The vaccine.
antivirus.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah, of
like
course.
This is
That
in
would've been
2020,
great.
though.
between the whole Neuralink thing and just like I don't know the viruses and all this shit, this feels like some Gundam ass shit. If we're being honest, it feels like Gundam shit.
Kinda. Yeah, kinda.
Oh, that and all the
And,
political strife too. That's also Gundam.
Yeah.
I've never seen Gundam, but I believe you.
Yeah,
actually
this
don't
is
believe
a
you.
lot of this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't seen a lot of Gundam series, but the ones I have seen are so morally gray that it's often hard to be telling who I'm supposed to be focusing on.
Dude, that's why Gundam is the best. Did you hear that they a handful of days ago, Yokohama did their like the last event with the however big Gundam thing?
Big Gundam.
The life-size mech.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they did the. It was originally supposed to just be for the 40th anniversary, but they kept it around because it was so fucking cool. But a handful of like 2-3 days ago, I think, was the last event they had. They had fireworks show and they had like Witch from Mercury stuff and the upcoming season. It was cool, man.
We can call it the Witch from Mercury, but I just like to call it Gwitch.
Yeah.
Because that's what a lot of people just kind of say.
What?
The Witch from Mercury. Also, I'm fucking dog shit. I'm supposed to be like dropping these bombs from a high angle so the antivirus spreads more, but I was just kind of head empty at this part, so I was just like, oh, just diving attack them. Why not? This also
Can you remember what
reminds
time
me-
we're at?
Yes.
We're at
Yeah, man.
1841, 42, 1843, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. You there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, muy bien. Alright, here's me just throttling through the virus. I'm fine.
Virus alert, delete
worry.
immediately
It's fine.
before
I'm
someone
okay.
gets hurt.
Don't worry.
Forward this
I'm fine.
message onto
There
everybody
we go.
now.
Speaking of Gundam and morally great, not that I've seen Gundam ever, but, like, kind of what I'm picking up is this is the same kind of thing, like, Neucom, UPEO, General Resources, like, none of these are good guys. The only people who you would maybe
Yeah.
root for would be, like, the individual people.
That's probably why
Yeah.
that's probably why this game has 5 separate routes.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can choose which morally gray.
Five separate routes. Yeah, which morally gray you want. Yeah.
I gotta say, this is
there are no good guys or bad guys.
the best way to describe this. It's a very morable game.
Morable?
Yes, morable.
You can moralize it.
Okay, so
you can. Yeah,
I gotta mention, I pulled that from a YouTube video that ends with learn some words or just make up your own, and then just lists morable as an example.
Oh. I was ready for that to just like be a word, and I just didn't know it.
It sounds like it could be a word. That's the thing.
It sounds like here's word for the first time. Oh yes, word.
Oh yes, word. It does fit like the the phonotactics of English quite well, right?
It's like that one song that's total gibberish, but is just supposed to sound like what English sounds like to people who do not speak English as a first language, and then you listen to it, it's like, oh wait, that actually does sound kind of like English.
It does. It's always, love that one.
It's always good. Fucked up.
That's actually.
Have you seen that video? Okay, go ahead.
That's actually me with Dutch. Every time I hear someone speak in Dutch, it sounds like I can almost understand them, but not
almost
quite.
Understand it. Yeah, it's just a little bit too far away.
Rena, stop! You've gotten too close.
Oh yeah, she's having a rough time. The nanobites she's in a pretty bad area.
This stopped being Gundam and started being Evangelion just now.
I was just about to say this is Evangelion.
Well, I mean, this is basically what happened to Rei, but this is basically what happened to Rei.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except Rei didn't come back.
But don't worry.
My head to stop.
Don't worry.
As Carrie was gonna say, these are Rena's cockpit has been overtaken. Quickly, hit her plane with an A and B.
So am I supposed to voice her all the time? Because sometimes we're voicing people, sometimes we're not, and I'm not catching a pattern.
I feel like it's good to cause the voice acting's Japanese and we can talk over it, but sometimes it's just fun to voice characters.
It helps me understand
I got him,
what's going on. Thank you.
No problem.
No problems, man.
That's supposed to actually be kind of a hard section, because her plane moves really erratically, and you got to use a fucking bomb to hit a plane. But I got lucky. I got lucky. Yeah, I just kind of approached low to the right, and so when the bomb popped up for its trajectory, it just hit her, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Whoop.
Have you guys seen that? Oh wait, hang on, sorry. Every single time something happens, you save me. If the nanobites had managed to eat through the... I can't read that, it's fuzzy. Chassis? Oh, chassis. You don't say the S. Something being reconstructed made a machine. But when I was a child, I dreamed of becoming a machine. So did you want that to happen? I wanted to have a body that could be repaired with ease. No matter the disease, even death.
All right. So remember how earlier we were like, why does Reina think like that? Why is she such a fucking bitch with all this stuff? All right, here we go. This is important lore.
The moment I was born, I have never once felt the sun on my skin. This disease was enough to break me. As a child, I lost sight of life's meaning. When I went to play in the park, I would suit up like an astronaut for a spacewalk. The longer I was quarantined from the world, the more I could feel my mind closing off. It didn't take very long. But then I met him. He saved me. He taught me the power of the Electrosphere. I won't voice her like that, don't worry. It was an encounter I'll never forget. The first time I was treated like a normal human. I drank up every word he said. We can never meet, never stand face to face.
That's the sound of her drinking up his words.
That's exactly why we could understand. Heart to heart from the. If it was for him, I could do anything. I couldn't care less for what became of my body. It could perish something that was too fast. I'm getting lost. I could obtain the wings he had. He was a fool. pilot. I almost said flighter. But I was mistaken. What I thought from the beginning was the end to him. That man, Dijon, oh, it was him, wanted to acquire. It wasn't me. Only my body.
Bro,
Oh,
she's a child.
Not in that way. Not in that way.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, test
Betrayed by
subject.
my
Yeah.
own blind- Aha! That day I swore to myself I would never lose these wings. That I'd thrown away my human heart for. Metaphorically speaking.
All right, there was a lot of that was kind of a lot of mumbo jumbo. I'll explain it in a sec after this next.
I mean, that's
cutscene.
it.
Carrie,
I'm getting
you're
the
almost done.
sense
Keep it
that
up.
she kind of talks in mumbo jumbo. But you know, I think I understand now. Up until now, I thought the wings were all that was left of my heart. But that's not correct. As long as I'm still a human, I still have a beating heart. So, what I'm trying to say is, I think I want to get stronger. Strong enough to fly without wings.
I'm going to the gym.
I'm That's
Going to
everything
the
I
gym.
had to say. Thank you for listening.
I love you.
That was.
I love you.
All right, next time on Smash Team Games, we deal with more morally conflicting choices.
Chihuahuas.
Some more morable choices.
Yeah.
Some morable choices.